Alright, so we look at some PS3s. Gotta retest some, pull some stuff. PS3s. That's what we're on to today. For a little while. This one I think works. We'll start with one that works and then we'll go from there. A lot of these don't work. I can't remember. So these are the original ones, the 2001. I need a heat sink out of one of these. So let's start here. So shoot. Oh, I gotta plug that in. There we go. Now we're business. Got lots of the 2001, and then there's the 2101. Those both have a dry board in them. This drive's different. And then the 2501 is the one people look for the motherboard. Because the GPU Frankenstein mod or something. So I have one of the motherboards that. And then the 2501 does not have a dry board. And then all 3000 models all have no dry board. Okay, so this works. It's just no hard drive in it. Okay. We're just gonna do a quick test for a little minute. I'll come back to this one. All the power supplies in the 2000 models are the same. You can't use 3000 model power supplies. There's two little pins over there that make it so you can't fit it in if you do it by accident. Alright, so I think that all works. Let's just move on to this is the 3000 model. No dry board in it. Very similar to the 2.5, but not the other ones. Not these. These have a dry board that matches the drive. Let's go with some of these were bugged a little bit, which is very common. Scary part is where it comes from to be bugged. I think these bug ones work actually. I think so. Sure, but I'm pretty sure this one works. Yeah. Luckily, I have a. I'm gonna pull a 201 after in a minute. Heat sinks are different inside these. Never really played a lot of PS3 games. A little bit, not a lot. PS4, of course. Alright, so I'm going to say that out of the chute, this seems to work. Okay. Going after the ones that don't work right now. So I'll shut this one down. I believe I have two that work. The rest of those I don't think do. We'll find out in a minute. I need a heat sink for an order. Sell as much stuff that doesn't work as I do that does, and then all the other parts, like a heat sink. Ooh, that one was not that good. That wasn't coming off. There's one over here somewhere. I'll end up stripping it. Okay, that one's easy. Pull this for now. There's a few different makes and models of the power supply. Ooh, some bugs. What I said, told you it was bugged. Pretty awesome. I find that often. PS4 is by far the most bugged of systems that I've had. Ooh, I've had some really. I was gonna set up a PS4, put it outside, and let it just run to see if I can attract the bugs into it. I haven't done that yet. I may do that this summer. Put it in a dry spot and just let it run. If I can keep it on. Because it would have to run for hours and hours in order to get the bugs to get attracted to come inside. Right? Be a fun little project. So this one we said worked, but it's bugged. This one's not as bugged, but you can see the little squirts of bugs right there. It makes the metal, their bodies rust the metal. Pretty wild. Let's try this one. This might actually work too. These came from Kadokis. I think some of them from another lot I had at one time. Local. Hopefully I'll get another local lot soon. Maybe another month. That'll be fun. My favorite place ever that I go. Better than Disney World. So this one's on off, and it's never the power supply. Never. Well, not never on the PS3 Slim. PS3 Fat, on off. It's never the power supply. These it can be, but we just tested this and it worked. So we know that it's not the power supply. On off. Don't buy a power supply if it's on off. Because it's not going to fix it. And then I have the headache of trying to... I stopped with all free returns. All returns all together unless something really goes wrong. That really helped me out. I was getting a lot of the try it before you buy it kind of things for returns. Oh, those are killing me. So, unless you really have a problem, I ain't taking it back. Make sure you need it. So this power supply works, this does not. We're going to pull something. Maybe I'll pull that one. This is 20, yeah, 2001. Although I need a heat sink, so it needs to be cleaner than that one. Let's check this one. These are all 2.0 or 2.10. 2.0. Let's just take a look. I'm meaning to get to these, but I am ready for a new stock of stuff. Can't really afford it, but I am ready for it to get some more stuff. Got a disc in it. It's stuck though, but there's a disc in there. This one works. Interesting, I didn't know. I had 3 that worked to some degree. Sweet. Pull a few of these motherboards and sell them. I have lots of the non-working ones, but nobody wants the old ones. They want the newer one. Well, not the newer, but the 2501 or the 3000 model. There's a specific GPU that's on there. Specific number. Is there a game in this? Let's see. It's not coming out, but really? Definitely something in there. Okay, so this one kind of works. Sweet. I'm doing pretty good here, actually. I know I had 3 that worked. These are common for fan issues, so I probably pulled the fan off of these. Turn it on and the fan doesn't spin, but it's not the fan. It's the connection to the motherboard. Very common. Well, not very common, but it's common. Let's get a fan. 3 motherboards that work for the 2.0. So let's stick a fan back on. I'm sure I pulled the fans because this doesn't work. This one is 2.00182. I think that's all I have here. Yeah, if your fan doesn't spin, something to do with this connection. I'm sure there's a fuse on the board or something that doesn't work. Something like that. It's not the fan though. So don't buy a fan and think it's going to fix it, because it won't. And again, I have to deal with. Those are the try it before you buy it kind of things that we've pretty much eliminated now. Not quite, but if you get something that doesn't fix your problem, just resell it. Right? Because a lot of time, effort, and shipping costs go to get this out to you. Interesting. This one works too. How am I missing these? So that's pretty cool. It's in audio video mode. You can tell by the way the screen is there. It's more. See how wide it is? Should be. But we'll come back to that. So that one kind of works. I don't remember this one working. Fan works. We'll come back to that one. Unexpected. This one's missing the drive. Matching drive boards are really not going to matter. I'll just take a quick look at it. This is what I'm going to pull. 2.0, yeah. Has to be a 2015. You cannot put a 2. The heatsink cannot be the 2101. They're different. Definitely not a 250, and definitely not the 3000 model has the a little fan inside. Each model has a different heat sink. And when I detail it, I try to make it as clear as possible. I think once I had a buyer return two different heat sinks off of these. He didn't listen to what I kept telling him. Twice I had a problem. That's a lot of wasted shipping costs. Lots of wasted shipping costs. There's a certain notch on these. Huh. This works too. Unexpected. But it's missing the drive. So that means the only one that doesn't work is that one. Huh. That's pretty cool. But without the drive board, you can't. Unless you can do some sort of a other thing with it. That one's kind of yucky. Well, let's pull it apart. It's probably going to be. I need the heat sink. We'll use this one because this is cleaner. Just sell it as a motherboard only. Power video. Just no drive board. It's missing it. different depending on the model. Everything's different depending on the model. Alright, so we're done there. We'll go down there. I need a heat sink, so that's what I'm going to pull. I'll sell this exact board, just board only. These usually have, what, 120 in them or something? Back then that seemed like so much, 120 gigabytes. Wow, it's got 120. Get 250, that's really big. Now we're at terabyte. Then I think there's a terabyte. And I think it's petabyte is the next thing after that. There's a couple of different ones after that that we'll be seeing in the next decade or two. I think it's petabyte. And then there's a quadrupite, something like that. Ask your buddy Zippy or AI, will tell you. Some of the higher storage capacities are like in Google and stuff like that now already, but not commercial or residential. Yeah, something like that. So I'm just pulling this because I need a heat sink, and I'm going to pull all those boards. Motherboard sets. This one too. There's a screw right here. Yeah, selling these heat sinks is a real pain. I heed all the warnings and yet still I have problems. Hopefully I won't, because this is really heavy to ship one of these little puppets. So there it is. So this one's cleaner. The other one, I bet, underneath here are probably all full of bugs. All that would be all rusted spots. Taking apart lots of these 2.5 have slims. Had to have 1,000, at least 1,000 PS3 slims over the years, at least. Maybe 250 of the super slim. DYN-001, that's what these are. DYN, the original board. So this is a working DYN, as we saw. Just for some reason the drive board got lost. I don't know why. So we're going to sell some of these DYN. This one will be just this exact one as board only. But I want to sell some more of those other ones. I'm going to take them to the heat sink. See, it's different depending on here and here. It's a huge difference between just the 2001 and the 2101. One does not fit the other. Same with 2.5 and definitely a 3000 model, obviously. The fan's in the inside there, so. So I'm pulling it from a 2001. Hopefully. The person buying this has that same model. See, it's all in the placement of this thing here. In fact, I want to double check to make sure that's the one. Sometimes because it says that on the model, doesn't necessarily mean it's the same one. I'm pretty sure DYN is the original motherboard here. This one. So everything checks, because someone could have stuck a different motherboard inside a different case, right? That's why I was going to check. So if I look at my listing, I need to see this. And this is like the main photo. I even point at it. I'll show you. That's how crazy I am, because if I don't, see, I even point to it. See, I'm even pointing right to there. Right to there. See it? They're different. See, I put not 2501A and not 2001A. All these things, you have to put them in there to try to avoid returns. This one only fits this one. This. See it? Only for this one. And I went through, again, I had one time I had a buyer twice. He ordered one, didn't fit. And he ordered the second one, it was a different one. I don't know what was going on with that. So that's where we're at. Just a quick little video while we're playing around with that. Okay. We'll go through some more stuff later with this.